it's back home. We're back away nice and slow. Feel the ebb and flow. Please get sucked out to sea. I wonder where you are, 'cause you know I take these things kinda extra hard. This back and forth won't take me anywhere I need to be. I can't need you anymore. You're out there, you're on your own, and I can't need you anymore. They say all good things must end, but it's been too long since I've seen one again. It's over now, you played your role, now it's time to dissipate.
He came up to the window
May not
in the
get very
mist,
far. Let's
as
be
I'd
honest,
seen
I
him
will
often
never be a
before.
star.
but he was solid then,
Holding on, take
not a
me
ghost.
anywhere you need to
and his
be.
eyes were fierce,
Take
like a
good,
man's when angry.
I'll be gone.
He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in envy? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Hey, Vampire Logan here. Hope this comes through. Yep. We are on tonight for Curse of Strahd, episode 27. We were off last week, and now we're back in the new year, 2024, y'all.
Woohoo.
Woo. I keep forgetting it's New Year.
Right.
I haven't messed it up yet.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
here we are after our holiday break. I'm gonna do change up flashbacks. I'm not gonna have one a week right now. And I'll mix a few in here and there. But right now we're just gonna go straight into what happened last week.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yes.
We defeated Strahd, I believe, and
We were just going home.
just
Remember
going
that.
home to have a party.
Yeah.
We did some like
We did a
chill- we just kind of were like in Valaki. We didn't really do a lot.
We did a flashback with Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we
A
talked
few
to,
people went to Blinsky's to talk about the
Blinsky, yeah.
Fallon doll. And
Oh, God.
he suddenly made it out to be a hero doll, and then everything was okay, and they just wanted more.
Oh, and Chewbacca wanted a doll to be made of him, but Blinsky kind of ignored him. Chewbacca's not manly enough. Or hero-y enough.
The Burgomaster didn't relinquish Wachter-House.
Which is honestly pretty fair.
Fair.
Well, we might just defeat him anyways.
Oh my God.
That's enough.
You guys have had a long-running agenda to like rid that town of the Burgomaster for some reason. But
No,
Now
Some
that he
people did,
denied
and
our
some people
request,
didn't.
we have even more reason.
no, it's been up in the air. Okay, it's not
Yeah.
any plan that's in motion. It's just I don't know, maybe we don't know what he's up to.
fair.
We've searched. We went to Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, I just had to. We went to Esmeralda's fucking
Tower.
Nope.
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 Wagon?
Nope.
Wagon.
Thank
We-
you.
Yes.
I wanted to say carriage really badly, but I knew that was not the right word. Wagon, and it was rigged to fucking explode if we tried to get in through the door.
Yeah, we disarmed it and took all the stuff to make for
We did
Alchemist Fire.
have one thing before that, of course. Which, unfortunately, I have a cold, so I'm not going to have to read it all out. But we had a dream. All had the same
Oh
dream.
god.
And
we did all have
spent
a weird dream that was
a
not
lot
fun.
of time trying to make interpretation of that dream.
Yes, we had a dream.
Yes, about an evil force coming to the Forgotten Realms.
And it wasn't a plucky musical from Tangled.
It
Musical
was not
I
number.
a fucking
fucking
musical.
love that song. I was obsessed with it when I watched that movie for the first time.
I can see our characters doing that song.
It worries me.
Cool. Then after that, you guys headed off towards Krezk.
Yes.
And then what was the last
And
thing that
then
happened? Anyone
We
remember?
found Ivan.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Oh yeah, Isaac.
Oh
He was
shit,
in-
we
strapped
did. We
in a
found
fog.
Isaac Strasny.
Isaac in the
With
mist.
Yeah.
with his men. So he found us, and he's trying to call to his men for his men to come and join us.
Actually,
Yeah,
he
so
found us.
you guys were
definitely
walking along the
more
road and the
accurate.
fog the fog, I guess, just boiled in. And like you were suddenly surrounded by it. And then you met up with Isaac and he was like, you can hear the voices of his troops kind of off in the mist. And yeah. That is where you are now.
Yeah, we called to him, right?
He came out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
met us, didn't he? Somebody
He
shook
did.
his...
He approached you. Yeah, he heard your voices and came.
I feel like
came
somebody
towards
shook
you
his
in the
evil
fog.
hand.
Did I show you the picture of Isaac?
No.
Don't know.
Look this way, young man. I promise I'm not vampire.
Blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Do not say that.
Oh
wow.
my god, that's not what I thought he would look like.
That is.
All
I
the
was
art.
not
All the
expecting-
art is a little bit more creepy than
that
than
should be.
is
I don't
normal.
know, but I don't know why, but I was not expecting the bald head.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like that threw me off more than anything else for some reason.
I pictured a guy with a big beard and mustache.
Oh
I
wow, I
pictured him
didn't.
younger.
I don't know. I also pictured him younger.
Yeah.
I think he would be younger if he
Claws.
smiled and wasn't frowning.
Sicarius
could be.
2.0.
Yeah.
He's actually 23.
yeah.
That's just
This
what
place just
Barovia
ages
does
you,
to
though.
I
you.
live near a nuclear power plant.
Yeah. And you can see that his hand is not, his arm is not particularly featured in here, but you can see it on the head of the axe.
Claw, yeah.
Yeah. Claws.
Claude. Yep. And
I
so
like
think
how they're like,
claws
he has-
me.
I like how they're like, he has an evil arm. We're not going to show it in the art, but he has one.
yeah, it's his most notable feeture, but we're just gonna leave it to your
Cool.
imagination.
Okay.
We'll show you a bit. A bit.
You can see some claws.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, we don't know how to draw anymore.
So some of the character art, like a little aside here, some of the character art in this goes a little too far towards the creepy style than is necessary. And yeah, it's not like all right on with what you'd expect it to be, even in a creepy environment. But hey,
Especially with the happy, like the people who want everybody to be happy. They don't look happy.
Oh no,
yeah,
that was wild. That was such
Yep.
a choice.
yeah, they could look creepy, but they should be smiling.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
very happy-go-lucky. What do you mean?
yeah,
This is what happy looks like in Barovia.
really. Isaac looks at you in the mist, and he kind of squints and takes a couple steps closer. I know you. You're the
You-
ones with Irina. You can save us all. I
What?
know where she is.
Uh,
He's not here with us, right?
No, she's not.
No,
She's
no, no, she's not.
Yeah.
She's just in the
Whoa,
wagon.
No.
Oh, what do you mean?
This, he gestures at the fog. This is all to do with Arena. Strahd thinks that I'm going to take her from him or something.
Oh.
Cora looks vaguely guilty.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder where he got that idea.
What?
He's been picking off my forces. We're lost. We've been stuck in this fog for days now. Maybe weeks.
No.
He comes by every now and then and he kills one of the guards that's with me.
Was he getting hungry, I take it?
Toying with this, I think.
If he doesn't like you, why is he attacking the others?
I don't
He's
know.
an asshole.
Has he attacked you?
That would
Me,
explain
no,
more.
he hasn't. He hasn't attacked me at all. I haven't even seen him actually. He's come only for my friends and the other guards.
What were you all
He
doing
said-
out here anyway?
Yeah, he is kind of.
I was looking for roll insight.
I was looking
we
for
didn't even have to
Owen,
ask.
Oh, come on.
That's 18, maybe.
Sweet.
23,
Cora nailed an
18,
natural 20 on
element.
that.
That's
So
all.
3.
Tasha hasn't actually. You've been in this land for a while, but haven't encountered this guy, so you don't get the backstory.
That's fine.
But there's 3 of you: Cora, Phelan, Ramses so far. Yeah, he was looking for you. He was looking for Arena and you, and he doesn't want to tell you. And so when you ask what he was looking for, he's super evasive. But he left Valaki shortly after you did, looking for you guys.
I'm obsessed with this because we've been there and back like 4 times at this point.
But this is actually in the off on the Kresk branch. So you haven't passed this point in the map since back then. Let's bring you over here.
No,
you've
yeah, I
been-
know, but it's just funny because we've been like back and forth between this like section and like around here and Valaki like 4 times. We've been to like the tower. We've been to Wizard of the Wines.
You've been to the Wizard Wines, the
just, like,
tower,
All around this place.
and you made another
The
trip back
cave.
to Barovia and back again as well. And these guys have been stuck here that whole time.
Oh my god.
Ooh, sorry, y'all. That sucks.
Yeah, yep. Every time, I think he's like looking around and he can't tell. You can barely see the road under his feet. So every time I walk that way, I just end up back where I started. Strahd has said that his brother Sergei took her, I don't know who he's referring to, from him, and he won't let that happen again.
Rod has a brother now.
Had probably.
Rod, I don't know
His name
much
is
about
Rod.
it, but like,
Christ.
if Arena really is the reincarnation of this Tatiana that he was talking about, maybe I'm the reincarnation of this Sergei guy, because we're obviously
What?
destined to be together.
What?
Huh?
I think he may have to go a little bit more in depth. We don't know what those names mean.
I feel like we vaguely do from something near the beginning, but I don't remember enough.
The
Yeah,
Tatiana thing has come up a couple times, that maybe that Strahd had a love named Tatiana, and that someone suggested that Irina might be related somehow. And there's some new
I don't
information
remember the
here as well. I
brother.
don't believe No, Sergei is new. Yep.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
haven't
heard
heard of that before.
But honestly, I'm
Is
not even
he
that concerned about
implying-
that. I'm currently like, why is this man like, we belong together? Like, That's a lot.
Is he implying that Sergey is Strahd's brother or is Sergey Tatiana's brother? Which one is he
Strahd's
implying?
brother,
Sergey
right?
is Strahd's brother.
And he took
Okay.
Strahd's love away from him, probably because he turned into a vampire.
As
yeah.
you're doing this, actually, Fallon, you hear like a chuckle behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking turn around and look.
You catch like a wisp of mist, but you don't see anything there.
I fucking hate this guy.
But you hear a voice. It's at low volume. It must be really close. And it says, and only you can hear this. Was your
Me?
revenge everything you hoped it would be?
Oh. All of you just see Fallon's ear like twitch. Fallon just turns back to Isaac. Fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm. You hear another slight chuckle from the opposite over the other shoulder this time. Esmeralda has done so much good in this world. It's a shame that she came to such an unfortunate end in this dark place. And
yeah, she wasn't all that.
only Fallon can hear this.
Oh, okay.
And Fallon is
Yep.
clenching
It's
her
also
fists but
feel it in
purposefully
spirit.
ignoring it.
Mm-hmm.
So what are
Isaac
we
says
supposed
to
to
the
do
rest
to
of
get
the
you
group-
out of here?
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, what are we supposed to do to get out of here?
I don't know, but I think I know Strahd wants to marry Irina. But if I marry her first, he'll just have to accept
Jesus
that.
fucking Christ.
And then once he's got nothing to gain, I'm sure he'll just let us go.
What happens if I
Dude.
marry Irina?
That's the most
Come on,
that's
man.
the stupidest
I
plan
don't
I've
know.
ever heard.
I don't know a lot about interactions between people, but come on, man.
He cares
Have-
for Irina too much. He wouldn't risk hurting her. Like if this was done, he'd have to let us go.
I
Count
really don't think
Strahd has
that's how he
always
works, dude.
clear.
Wait,
Didn't
no,
Strahd
no,
kill her
no.
father?
Why? I was also thinking, didn't he kill her dad?
No, he died of natural causes, I thought.
You lose sight of this thing called evil vampire.
Yeah, why would he give a shit if you guys got married? That's my, like...
Well,
he
he's
could
not
just
gonna
kill
want to
you.
marry someone
And
already been married.
He would be
dude,
happy to
he's
marry
a-
a widow.
guy,
He's like scratching his head, and he's like, you can tell he's like trying to make this work in his own mind.
Dude, that makes no
you
sense.
haven't
but
even
also,
met
how are we-
Irina yet. You can't marry someone you just met.
Yeah, she doesn't want to marry you. She doesn't know you.
You guys just don't believe in destiny. This place works different than where you're from, he says with like a dismissive hand gesture.
Yeah, it's fucked up
This
here.
vampire, this vampire
Oh.
would be happy to marry the widow. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's
But
gonna
also,
care.
hold on.
She also was not very interested in your dolls. She found them
Oh,
rather
yeah, she
creepy.
did not love that.
Maybe if you made a doll of me,
Once I explain
might
it,
change things.
she'll understand.
Sure. Hold on, though.
You-
How are you supposed to marry her if we can't get out of this fog?
You guys go bring her. You bring her back here quickly though. And Ramses, you can do it. You can do the ceremony. It'll count.
Wait, did we introduce ourselves?
No, but he's related
He
to
studied
the
us. He knows
politics
who we are
of
at this
Valaki.
point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he work for the Burgomaster or for...
Yes.
That's right. He's a
Okay,
Burgomaster.
good. We don't have to tell him his boss is dead.
And with that, you hear like another chuckle behind you, Fallon, and it says, "Don't the people near you always die? Are you so sure the people who die near you are the right people? Does that keep you awake, or does that keep you alone?"
Only she hears that?
Yeah, only she hears that. That's right. The mists are speaking to her.
Fuck, bro. No,
She just
Fallon
gets
is
a
still
gas face for no
resolutely
reason
ignoring
whatsoever.
it.
Okay.
No, Fallon is resolutely ignoring it, but like her, you know, like when a cat, you can see a cat hears something and their ear like twitches.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what Fallon's ear does every time the voice talks to her.
It's like something
Like kind of flicks
scratching
in
your
the
head.
direction.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac. I think you need to calm down on this part of the conversation. Why don't you
This
tell
is
us
the
a bit
dumbest
more
fucking
about?
plan.
Why don't you tell us just a bit more about yourself? Like what? You know? How did you get that arm?
I'm trying to change the subject.
What the fuck is this this
But this, he says,
conversation is insane.
yes. He looks at the arm like he hasn't noticed it before, and he kind of like turns it over and looks at both sides of it. It's like, I don't know.
Didn't he get it when he was like really young?
So he didn't. He actually lost his arm when he was really young. He didn't actually grow this one for another decade.
Oh.
Oh shit.
His war injury. He's like a lizard.
Kind of like a post-puberty thing where he just kind of came into his own and suddenly had an evil arm.
So Isaac,
I don't like how
question.
badly he wants to marry Irina, considering that we were pretty sure like 2 minutes ago that he was her brother.
Yeah, now it's creepy
I don't
again.
love this.
We were thinking it maybe wasn't creepy, but then it was as creepy as we thought it was.
Yeah.
We'll swing back into creepy zone.
Going back to that.
But also, this guy's just dumb as shit.
Yeah.
what
Or
I
being
learned.
influenced, or he's being influenced by his evil arm.
Cora just kind of sits
No,
there for a
he's
second
just stupid.
and then just goes, I don't know. I do think it's kind of romantic.
Actually, Isaac, I have a question for you.
Shabaka looks at
What do
Cora and
you-
scratches his head.
Oh?
Isaac is looking at Cora with hope. It's like
Right?
and nodding.
What do you
Cora's
remember?
the only one.
What do you remember of your childhood, Isaac? What do you remember of what happened to your father?
He seems surprised to be asked this question. I don't know. We hunted together. And then he like shivers up and down his spine. And there was the last hunt where we went into the woods and so much death. And he looks at his arm again, but doesn't elaborate.
Was your sister at the time with you?
Yes. I don't see what business that is of yours.
Did she disappear the night when you were young?
Yes, and I'm very sensitive about it. Thank you very much. I'm not sure I want to talk about this anymore.
That is fine, but somebody had mentioned to us that about the same time is when Irina showed up.
This is such an unhinged conversation to be having when we're stuck in the middle of magical fog where people are being killed, and we're like, hold on, let's unpack your family tree real
Right?
quick.
Actually,
just sitting
what I'm trying to do is to agree with you in one way, Isaac, that your destinies are definitely intertwined, but I don't believe it's for the reason you think.
He starts to shake his head in uncomfortable disbelief.
I would also be deeply uncomfortable by that at this point.
Well, I'm glad he's uncomfortable by it because if he was
Oh
not.
my god, this is
No.
so Luke. Sorry, this is so Luke and Leia coded.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, he says. No. And he takes like his finger and like waves it in the
La,
air
la,
and
la,
like,
la,
the
don't hear
no
you.
gesture.
No.
Nah, I see where you went wrong there. That doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. My sister's dead. He says.
Insight check.
You go ahead.
Well, no, he definitely believes that, but like,
Yeah.
why?
But does he?
Yeah, I guess that one.
But does he deep
Why-
down?
Wait, hold on. Why is that
delusional?
one? Why is that one?
Yeah, yeah, man, the rolls are hot tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he believes this. He's like, there was a moment's hesitation there, but it's like his willpower overcame his hesitation.
Snapped back.
So he's
Yeah.
believing now. I guess what you'd say is he's believing now what he wants to believe.
Right.
Right.
Because he's like, oh, it would be way too weird at this point if it was my sister.
This is like believing that the walnut ice cream tastes good.
Like, that's impossible.
Look. We're not going to go get Irina and bring her here to marry you in the fog. That's insane.
A voice over your shoulder says, "Good, thank you."
God, I don't like that.
Strat's agreeing with you. That's even worse than disagreeing.
Does anyone else notice her gas face yet?
You've never wanted to give her over to Isaac so badly as you do right now. I know.
Just to spite him.
You do actually hear Fallon go.
York.
Are you okay,
But
Fallon?
we can. We need to figure out a way to get out of here that does not involve marrying off Irina to somebody she does not know.
The voice over your shoulder.
I'm done with that.
The voice over your shoulder switches sides to the other side again, and says, "The pain of living with tragedy can't be soothed with revenge. But I know how to soothe a tortured soul. Join me, and I can take away the pain. We'll leave this land together, and you'll never feel that pain again."
He's being devil and even more devil.
Yeah.
Alan straight up out loud goes, "No."
What?
Your father wasn't strong enough to see how happy he could be if he just let himself go. Next time you get revenge, it will be euphoric. You'll know the true joy of watching your enemies bleed.
I let myself go. I gained like 3 inches
You're
around
right.
the middle.
No, Fallon is still speaking straight up out loud to like everyone around her. She's still speaking out loud. She goes, "No, you know what? I will know the true joy of watching my enemies bleed, and it's going to be you."
Do we see
We all
anybody
kinda
around
look
her
at
now?
Fallon going,
No,
what?
there's a bit of like mist that you'd say is swirling more, fog that's swirling more around her than other places, but no, you don't see anybody.
And
No,
she's
she
saying,
just looks
and she's
fucking
saying stuff that we're
bonkers.
like, what
Yep.
the hell?
I cast hold person on the mist.
Isaac, Isaac is kind of like looking in the area, somewhat wide-eyed, and
I bet you were gonna
Strahd-
say he thinks I'm talking to him.
No, he knows who you're talking to. Strahd's voice says, "No, you disappoint me. Fine. Clean up this mess for me, will you? Isaac has outlived any usefulness he may have had. Kill him and his friends, and have your group return to Vallaki. And when you get there, get Irina and bring her to my castle."
Literally, why would I do any?
Because you're about to make a wisdom save.
No.
Oh damn!
I'm not great at I'm
You
not
got this. Also, Cora's ready
Go,
to
go.
tackle you, but I'm not sure if she'd be willing to not kill Isaac at this point.
Can anybody cast resistance?
No, we don't know that she's making the roll.
Exactly.
We saw the mist
Give me a
swirl
second.
around her.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
Well, I
that we know she's
suppose.
going to be tried to be possessed.
Yeah,
12.
That's not enough. So you don't hear any more voices in your head, but his last things were, "Fine, clean up this mess for me, will you? Isaac has outlived any use he may have had. Kill him and his friends, and have your group return to Vallaki. When you get there, get Irina and bring her to my castle. So, do with that as you will."
Fallon's fucking hand is on her sword. I will say the one good thing about this being Fallon is she's not known for subtlety.
Mm-hmm. Isaac's eyes, like when you started talking, his eyes widened, and you hear him say, "Guards, these enemies of Strahd are the reasons we're trapped here. If we kill them for him, he's sure to reward us."
Oh my god.
I doubt that. He will not reward
Okay, I get why he's
even
mad
if
at
you're
me,
best
but like,
interested.
You're an
no one
idiot.
else did anything. It's rude. He is dumb. That's what I've landed on.
He is
He's just dumb as shit.
He's willfully dumb. He's like dumb by choice.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, truly.
Dumb by choice.
So I guess Fallon gets to act first, and then the rest of us, or how we should we roll
Rip
for
his throat
initiative?
out, and then
Yep.
I would guess it would be surprise on our half, but we know that she's prone to violence, so I don't know.
It's not surprising. But yeah, Fallon's pulled out her rapier at this point.
Fallon. Oh.
I'm gonna assume
that she's-
Cora likes to stand next to Fallon, so wherever Fallon is,
This
Cora's
is
always
true.
next to her.
Fallon,
Even
what
though
are you
she has
doing?
no
Fallon-
strength.
Fallon can go first, and then we're gonna go into initiative. We'll roll the initiatives whenever you feel like it.
I love that Fallon is a ranger rogue, and yet she's not known for subtleties.
she's a blunt instrument of death.
She is. Oh, now I roll a 14? Great, okay.
Are we all rolling
that's-
initiative?
I really wanted to roll
Really?
super high on
Yep.
initiative.
Honestly, this might
roll
be
it now.
therapeutic. Ooh.
No, the only person I want to kill is Strahd. Fuck that guy.
I mean, Cora is very confused about what the hell's happening, but like whatever Fallon decides to do, unfortunately, Cora's kind of like a yes girl. You go get him, queen, kind of with Fallon.
You can both be royalty now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Still
so
laughing over. I think it's a romance.
what's that?
I'm still laughing over Cora saying that she thought it could be romantic.
Right?
No, that really.
Yeah,
That
there's
just really
probably going to
got
be a
me.
conversation about that later.
That'd be funny. I mean, this is gonna be a conversation with Fallon kills this guy, so you know, conversations for later.
I
Honestly,
don't want to kill this guy, but I guess I will.
Where are your guards?
You've heard voices in the mist, but you haven't seen any of the guards. You know
See,
that
I don't
there's
like
four
that.
of them.
They haven't done anything.
Yep.
They're just dudes.
Have we
So
have we
could
had a
take
night's
him out
rest?
silently and
Yeah,
disappear
we did
him.
because we
Okay.
had
Yeah.
we had a dream.
Right. So we're gonna change my.
Everybody has aid. Also, I cast that before because I have it crossed off
Does
on my
anyone
spell
suspect
list,
we've been
which means that
played?
I casted it yesterday. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
okay. Can they make some sort of insight check or something to see that if I'm possessed? Because that was like a massive switch all of a sudden.
Oh, it's a big switch.
And
There's
we
not
know
a-
that you
Fallon's
can.
Yeah.
always
Not
aggressive
possessed.
though.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah,
not like
They're not. I don't think they're gonna get it from this. Like
Yeah.
the conversation was creepy enough that this is totally within the realm of possibility.
It makes some sense for sure.
It's not your. It
Oh,
wouldn't be the.
oh.
I wouldn't say this is like certainty by any chance. But like, if you just said a minute ago, I just draw my sword and we're gonna like this is too creepy. I'm gonna draw my sword. Everyone would have been like, hell yeah.
But I just had a wild ass conversation out loud.
Verbal
Exactly.
to
That is true.
nothing. That's
That is
so
true.
funny.
I'm not falling for it.
Can
Fair
I?
enough. There,
Can,
there
But
are
we
things
all-
about not attacking Isaac, but there are definitely things that are circumspect, and especially if you put the rest of this plan into action, there'll almost certainly be more.
maybe
So there
if
will be
we-
opportunities
I
to
was
figure that
asking because we all know that Strahd can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're suspicious of it already. But should we maybe make an insight check just to see if we sense it?
I'm
Like
not sure if
so,
it's
so we
anything
can
to
act on it
sense.
right away without having to wait until she does.
out. No,
Okay. So, but we can act however we
because
want.
quite frankly, the
Well,
things
she
that
gets to act
did,
first.
the
After
things that
that.
she did that made you suspicious, she was not charmed for.
That's true. And we didn't hear any of that. Yeah, so okay. So we don't really know what she's doing. She's just attacking, which is in
Yep.
keeping with it. But we could still
Which is
stop her from
within
doing
the
that.
realm of possibility. And the other stuff was definitely suspicious. You don't have to like in character ignore it or something like that. But there's not going to be a roll that says, "Oh yeah, charmed."
So I wouldn't know
Oh,
to
not
cast
roll initiative.
Dispel Magic on her then?
It's not this magic
You
anyway.
can cast
but...
Dispel Magic.
That's not gonna work.
Uh,
Oh, maybe it will.
I think
My
it has
bad.
before.
Someone did not roll initiative.
We haven't tried that.
Someone named
we can't
Ramses.
conclusively say X or Y, you know. But we do know Fallon gets to go first. So go, yes, girl,
Yeah.
go,
Go,
Fallon.
Fallon.
And we
Deal
do
with it
know
after the
that
fight.
Okay.
Fallon
Do
has
something
now
and
twice
then we
failed
can
a
react.
wisdom save, and it's exhausting. Yeah, I mean, sup, bro?
He draws his sword. You will
Hunter's
taste my
Mark.
steel and my flame.
He's like halfway through saying that, and she immediately just fucking stabs him. Cast bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Hold on, let me. Actions.
Get him, girl.
Rapier.
You've got this, honey.
Does a 21 hit?
Isaac has an armor class of 14.
That 21 definitely hits.
It does.
I don't know if I would get sneak attack.
No.
No.
So 9 damage.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
using
not
that 5
hurt,
as my Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh,
so
okay.
Makes
14.
sense.
If I don't have sneak attack, that is my Hunter's Mark damage, so that I don't have to roll another d6. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I have a second attack. 18 to hit.
Still hits.
That's 14 again. Oh no, wait, it's actually 18 because he's lost his hit points. So Colossus Slayer applies.
Yay, okay, 18 points. Stab, stab! Couple good hits. He doesn't seem particularly wounded yet, but they both hits were solid. He's not resistant to it or anything like that. And you guys have one initiative, and Sasha has like literally won the initiative for the combat and gets advantage on his first attack or first die roll.
The boy Sasha.
But you can go in any order you want.
Well, crap. My first attack, so well, shit.
How about I ask this really quickly? Do we think they're being controlled by Strahd just because of her outbreak and the fact that this escalated so quickly?
You mean outburst, right?
Fallon's done this before. She did this to Madame Voctor.
I can't think of a time that ever as a group we have not made sizable decisions.
They're often meta decisions, though, that are out of game conversation.
True.
Cora is going to assume that Fallon has noticed something in Isaac that she didn't see. That's what Cora's going to do.
Cora,
Maybe it's just twinkling,
considering I just
little
had
eyes.
a full ass conversation to the air.
Right. So first of all, Cora, while she said that about the romance thing, was still kind of looking at the conversation like, oh, what the fuck's happening? So this entire time, Cora's face was just confusion. Her entire facial expression the entire time was just confused and mildly put out and confused. And so when you're talking to the air and then you suddenly attack the dude, she's going to assume that it's Strahd in Isaac. That's finally...
Okay, that's interesting.
That's what she's going to assume is like there is something that Fallon has noticed about Isaac that maybe, yes, Strahd may have put him in our path, but Cora was the one that, asked Strahd, hey, buddy, this guy has got some googly eyes on your gal over here. Maybe you should take care of him. Maybe she feels a little bit guilty about that, but now's the time to take care of him. She's not going to feel guilty about it. So she's going to shoot Eldritch Blast.
Sasha is going to... Wait a second. Did I get skipped or something?
No.
You can any turn.
You guys can go in any order you want, but you have
Sasha's
one.
Is actually assuming
you get
that
the advantage. But you can go first or second or last. Any position that's tactically advantageous.
The only reason I'm having Cora go before Sasha is because she would not hesitate. As soon as Fallon attacks Isaac, it's game on. Since we all go in the same initiative anyway. I'm sure a lot of you might hesitate.
Yeah, I'll go.
Cora is not hesitating. she's shooting him.
That does seem to make sense to me. Sasha, did you have anything like what were you thinking?
Cast bless, but go right ahead.
Yeah, I don't care. Cora literally would do this like
Because
thing
the
without
ones he
even
would
thinking about
affect
it.
would be Ramses, Cora. Basically,
That's fine.
Screw it.
That's fine.
Go right ahead. Fallon, Ramses, Cora. You'll be blessed eventually.
Eventually.
Sounds good.
As of right now.
Blast away then.
Oh, nat 20.
Sweet.
Oh, jeez.
That's your second of the night.
Okay, 10 on the first die. 5. So 15 points of damage on the first attack. So force damage.
Ooh.
I'm kind of excited about that. So Cora clearly is going, yep, this is the plan. Yes, this is the plan. And then goes with the second Eldritch Blast. 18 hits.
It's
1 damage, so a total of 16 damage.
less good. Okay. Yes, he takes a pair of blasts, even though the second one is a glancing blow.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the anger raising in his eyes and onto his face as he begins to snarl at you. He points his axe at Fallon and the finger of his clawed hand at you. Who's next? Bless time.
So Sasha will cast the bless spell and tell him simply, "I shall pray for your soul after you pass."
Jesus.
Do we see any other people here?
Not yet. Although you hear some noises both to the east and the west of the path.
3, 4, 5, 6. And he'll say it right to his face. "I shall pray for your soul after you pass."
Okay, well that draws out less rage than the rapier or the Eldritch Blast, but he's aware of you.
Yeah, well, and the other three are blessed.
Yep. Hey, who's next?
I look over at Ramses and say, should we just capture him?
If you can.
Okay, hold person.
I don't know what's going.
Okay.
Hold person on Drosny. DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. Fails it.
Okay, so he's held. We can just capture him.
And then this is the surprise round, so Ramses and Fallon are the next two to go, and then we'll end the turn.
So
I attack him again. Okay. Cool. Go ahead, Ramses.
I was basically just going to call out to Fallon and say, "Okay, what's the plan here?" I'm just.
He doesn't respond.
Oh, bugger.
He's paralyzed, so I think you get advantage on him.
God.
Hey,
you know what that does? Give me sneak attack. Although Sasha's there, so it does anyway. But yeah, Fallon is just like Juggernaut Terminator focused on this guy. She's not answering that because she does not have a plan.
Okay, you know what? Because of her rage. Oh.
That's a hit.
Hold on, I'm just gonna roll.
Yep.
The advantage.
Yeah, everybody
26.
gets advantage on him. An attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Any attack that hits him is a critical.
That would be a critical then.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's an 18.
That's 22 damage. Yeah.
With crit?
No.
So roll for crit too.
Fuck, dude.
And all that damage.
God damn it. I rolled so well.
Holy crap.
I rolled 2 7s and 2 6s. Like, that's
Holy
rough. Why do I
crap.
only roll? I don't want to kill him.
All right, I'll make sure I take my turn next.
Okay, that's
he's
what?
reached that. Wow, that was
that's
fast.
48 damage.
He's reached the point now that you'd consider bloodied, so he's taken more than half.
And I
Okay.
still have another attack.
It's also a crit if you hit.
23.
That's it.
Yeah, well, oh, I forgot to actually roll the hit. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit.
Yep.
That's
a hit.
whatever.
So
I rolled a
23
three.
damage.
That's also a
Yeah,
crit.
23. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting to that. Cool. I rolled well. 16. That's 39, I believe.
Is this?
Should have
Yeah.
upcast it so I could cast it on Fallon too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the total damage for the second attack?
39.
Isn't it
39?
double? So it'd be
No, that
30.
is with the crit damage.
No, I rolled. It's
She rolled the
23,
dice again.
and then I rolled the dice again, and it's 16, so that's 39.
Oh, I see. It's that. and
Oh,
that.
you-
Oh.
Oh, you got a cricket on all of them. Holy
It says
cow.
any
Because he's
attack
held.
with someone within 5 feet of him gets a crit if they hit.
I don't.
Wow.
That was a bad save for him to fail.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was
fucking
really
damn it.
bad. Holy cow. Okay. I gotta remember that. I haven't been doing that with I didn't do that with Hold Person in Shattered.
Yeah. It's
Although
just
it
that-
didn't stick that many times anyway.
It's under
Exactly.
the paralyzed condition.
Yeah,
so-
that didn't work out well.
Yep. Okay, so he's definitely staggered at this point.
Okay, I am going to call out to my comrades and say, "Enough! You're all acting irrationally,
Mhm.
including
We
you."
can make it tickle me,
Calm
Isaac doll.
emotions.
Calm emotions. DC 15 charisma save.
What does the spell do?
What does that
Your
spell
vamp
do?
spell.
You might do. 1 second. I'll just see if it. comes up
Charisma
here.
save for all of us?
Yeah. Oops. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Sorry, I'm using a different computer today. It's not. Did it go?
No.
Nope.
It just says sphere of 20 feet though, so you do get
Okay,
you can
so
get everyone but Shabaka.
yeah, I don't need to get Chewbacca as much, I don't think. But
Well,
anyways,
you could
I'm
get
good.
I attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot sphere centered on a point I choose must make a charisma saving throw. They can
20?
choose to fail it
Oh.
if they want. But if I do, it can suppress. I get to choose one of the two following effects. I can suppress any effect causing the target to be charmed or frightened.
Mm.
Shit. I'm not very good at charisma. So I have to make a charisma saving throw?
Oh,
You can choose to fail it, though, he said.
Oh, I rolled a 7. I
Okay.
failed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in your state you would not choose that.
No, I
This
wouldn't.
alternate
I rolled
effect
a
is
7,
probably
so
as good here. You can make target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile toward. For instance.
Yeah, but it's only gonna last a minute.
Right.
Yeah, I'd do the first one because maybe you can get rid of the charm
yeah.
effect, and she can tell us that she was charmed.
That's true.
Especially
Did
because I don't
Isaac
think
fail?
I think Fallon, based on the orders, she is indifferent towards it because it's not like she's like hostile in terms she's like angry and she wants to kill him. It's like I have to kill him. He told me to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if she also remembers that after this we're supposed to go back to Valaki and then bring Irina to Strahd, well, that would be a big censure on this.
Oh no. Yeah. No, I meant the make target indifferent. I don't think that would have.
Yeah, the first
Right.
ability is
that's
more is
effective.
better.
The first one makes sense.
Yeah. I have Cora fail as well, but yeah, Cora doesn't really care about Isaac.
No,
She's
well,
just
it's
shooting
just-
him because Fallon attacked him.
for sure.
But if
I actually-
any of these people are affected by some kind of charm, like including
Okay.
Isaac, right?
I have rolled them.
Of course, when he's held person, I don't think he can really communicate.
Yeah, he
And
can't
then
do much.
their
But he gets
turn.
a save on his turn. At the end of his turn, he gets a save again.
What he dat? What he dat? Are those dudes? Oh, they are dudes.
These dudes just come staggering out of the jungle, and they are not indifferent towards creatures they were hostile to. Their charm effects are stunned and are suppressed, and they don't have charm effects. So they see you attacking Isaac, and they come in
Makes
swords
sense.
blazing. I gotta move.
I do not have a weapon out.
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, this one will go for Fallon. Okay, so we have two-handed longsword attack against Ramses.
Oi.
21 for 12 slashing damage. This guy emerges from the fog and the mist.
Gonna do
Swings
it.
his longsword overhead at you.
12.
And then does it again.
Dick.
For 20 for another.
She's gonna take the dodge action. Cora's gonna take the dodge action.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so the stream is back on. I just want to let everybody know we started a combat and we I don't know how far back the stream stopped, so I'm just gonna summarize where we're at just in case anybody's getting back in. We got into a fight with Isaac, and he Fallon attacked him very viciously under the control of Strahd, and then I cast hold person on Isaac, and now we're trying to like stop the battle. That's where we're at. Continue.
Cool. Okay. So who's next in this turn?
I don't know.
Is there any of you left?
It's not me.
I am.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if there's. Can anyone take a dodge action?
Cora
Or
did.
is that a? No. I'm
Anyone
just saying
can
if-
take it. Yeah.
Okay, I will. I've never drawn a weapon in this, so I will just face my guy and say, "Strahd's manipulating everyone. We don't have to do this," and try backing away. I guess.
Oh yeah, Ramses.
Okay. He says, "Yeah, Strahd's manipulating you. Maybe."
Well, I'm trying to help your boss.
He looks like he's been helped.
Yeah, you see
And
me
at-
with
at
the
the-
weapon drawn. You're the only one that's done damage here.
Well,
Against me.
that's not true.
Not
Against
entirely
me.
true.
Against
Yeah.
me. Between the two of
Well,
us.
well, that's not true.
Between the two of us.
Yes. No, look at him. He's almost dead.
We will heal him.
Well,
He's
if you
alive,
wanted to
you
heal him,
idiot.
you shouldn't have hurt him in the first place.
Again.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for standing down.
This is the most polite conversation.
So if you don't want us to
No,
come at
I'm
you,
sorry. I'm sorry.
then you'd better heal him fast.
I will. You make sure everybody's stood down, and I will go heal your friend.
Yeah, everyone's tensely. No one has put their weapons away, but they're.
That's fine. I'll just walk over to him.
Yeah, and he is still standing and held.
Yeah. Well, we'll heal him first.
I'm laying on hands.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah.
officially technically out of combat for now?
Yes.
Cora is going to step up to Fallon and like look at her. Like look at her.
She looks very stressed. Strahd has me charmed. He wants me to kill Isaac and the guards, and then he wants me to go and get Irina and bring her to the castle. You cannot let me do this.
Cora says, "Okay." She goes, "Okay, very well," and she brings out manacles.
Oh, we got manacles. Yeah, that's right.
For all the times
Cora
I've written them on a character sheet, this is actually the first time I've
First
seen
time
them
somebody's
used.
used
Yeah, I know,
it.
right?
Proper use. Wow.
mildly uncomfortable, but she's still doing it.
Yeah, not the situation I would have imagined, but
This is the first time the manacles are coming out between the girlies, and this is how? Ugh.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so 26 healing from
Right.
Ramses.
That's a ton of healing.
I did so much damage to him, and then I took 4 points of damage.
Cora is also going to
Doesn't
ask
seem fair.
Fallon
Yeah,
for
hold
her
on.
thieves' tools. Does she have any?
Yeah. Oh
She
no,
wants them.
I think
Gimme.
she borrowed.
And everybody
I think she
takes
borrowed
8.
Sasha's.
Gets
Everybody
8 back.
gets 8 back.
And then the lay on hands you did, Sasha, how much did that give?
5.
Another 5, okay.
Mm,
We only have a few
No,
more
I think she
seconds.
borrowed Sasha, so I think Sasha's the one that has them. I don't think she has any thieves' tools on her.
okay.
I would give them to you if I did, but I don't think so.
We only have a few more seconds of your own mental clarity. Fallon, what did he tell you to do?
Kill Isaac, kill his guards, go back to Valaki, get Irina, bring her to his castle.
Can you release the whole
everything?
person?
Oh, what a needy bitch.
Damn.
That's what Sasha is.
Sasha.
Chewbacca, can you release the whole person so he can talk to us?
I sure.
Because I'm gonna ask him, did Strahd just tell you to kill us to be able to get Irina back and free yourselves?
Yeah, I
No,
release
he
it.
wants Arena for himself. He wouldn't. No, I'm against Strahd.
So are we. But
Why
he
are we
plays
fighting?
tricks on
We are at
he
the
plays
jealous
tricks
throat.
on people's minds.
Well, the best way that I know that you can subvert Strahd's will is to bring
Don't
Arena to me.
Don't say marriage, okay?
I said bring.
We only have a few more seconds, I believe, until Fallon goes back into her murder crazy mode. And while I think it's great and all, I do think that maybe we should separate her. Let's away. What do you think, Fallon? Just a little bit.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Cora's basically asking you to move, like, I don't know, 20 more
into
feet
the
away
cart.
so you're not
Get
right
in the
next to
cart.
Isaac.
Get in the cart.
Hey, Jess, can I use...
Oh yeah, no. Fallon. I was gonna say Fallon goes and sits in the car.
Put Edwina back in the bowl.
I'll go with... It does Dispel Magic work on a suppressed effect? Can I cast it on the suppressed effect?
No, you just get the spell to come back faster. You get the charm to come back.
Do you not get to pick the
I
effect?
think you pick the effect.
They-
right?
I think you
both
can
the-
focus on an effect. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that's
I think
in
the
the
I
spell
think the
description.
charm and the suppression are both affecting Fallon right now,
And they're separate, right? And Dispel Magic
and I think they're
says-
separate things. And I think you could. I don't know this. It'd be interesting to have like a good
Yeah,
a final
it says
word on this, but my
you
hunch
choose-
is that you could.
You choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level lower on the target ends. For a spell of 4th level or higher, you must make a spellcasting ability check. So I could pick the spell effect of Strahd's influence on her, right?
I don't think
Somehow.
that's how you would read that. I don't think
My
so
read on
because it.
Yeah. Go
As
ahead.
far as I don't know. Because again, it's up to you. But it says choose one creature within range. Basically, that's the part you would go as Fallon. Any spell or lower will end.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can
Hollow
also
motion
choose
is a-
object or magical effect.
Mhm.
So I can
And it's a
choose the magical effect
That's what I
only.
was.
Is it magical
That's what I was
effect?
saying.
Yeah, it says
does say
creature,
magical
object, or
effect.
magical effect within range. So
So like, I feel like if
I
he
think
knows
when they say
that I'm
magical
charmed, he can focus on that.
Letter of
think
the
when they say
rules. I'm not
magical
sure that
effect-
you can, but this is one where I'm actually thinking that spirit of the rules is that you should be able to.
To be fair, though, we have to wait like 3 seconds, and then calm emotions disappears, and he can cast it on me anyway.
Yep. Also,
It's
though,
not that deep.
This is not Charm Person. This is not a first level effect, so you're gonna have to make a roll.
Yeah, and I already used up my 4th level slot, so I can't even upcast. Okay. So DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
I'll handle that part. You just roll.
I'll just make a roll. So it is an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So I guess that's just spell attack then.
Sure. I can guidance you.
I would.
Okay, I'll take the guidance.
Oh my god!
Let's see how that
That
guidance
makes my
turns
girl
out.
count.
It's material.
Oh. Yikes.
3 more, so 14.
Okay, well,
If
yeah, I
it's
guess you can wait until the time
4th
runs out and see what happens.
If it's a 4th level spell.
I love that. I love that so much.
Well, I was waiting until the time ran out anyway because we don't really have any reason not to.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
Cora
Okay.
and Fallon just hanging out.
you know what?
Chewbacca popped his head in, going,
You
"Hey,
guys,
boogada,
you guys
boogada."
are like,
Stop.
you've got like such intense eye contact right now, just like checking, watching for any move from the other. And let's see.
Sasha will stand here with his arms folded, looking back and forth at both sides.
Fallon, you feel okay.
Thank Christ. I was stressed.
You don't feel any sudden urge to kill Isaac right now.
Alan's just gonna look at eyes and go, I'm sorry.
It slipped. I didn't mean to do that.
Let's I just want to insight check her anyway. Is she really sorry? What's that insight? 19.
Yes, she seems to. Well, I mean, actually, I'm not really sure on this player to player.
Yeah. She feels bad.
Yeah.
She hit him for so much damage.
Those crits were
They were
really,
really rough.
really impactful. Yeah.
Oh, really impactful.
It was really rough. And like,
Yep.
I think he's a weirdo, but I didn't want to like kill him.
Yeah, same.
Seemed a little extreme.
I'm learning that there are shades of gray.
There is a crack of thunder in the sky, and the clouds overhead get darker.
Let's get a move on, shall we?
And it starts to rain, and it starts to rain heavily, but the fog does dissipate.
Is this the kind of rain or storm that it seems like the appearance was unnatural, or is it that the storm clouds kind of might have been there for a while and we just didn't know because of the fog?
No, the sky darkened from like kind of like cloudy to stormy in seconds.
Strahd is angry.
Okay, he needs to stop fucking with the weather because it's really gonna ruin the ecosystem.
Already ruined.
There's already
Just
basically
saying.
no vegetables here. Yeah.
I know, and it's upsetting.
Noblinsky?
For now, I think we should head on to Kresk. Isaac, do you want to join us in Kresk? Like, come with us, I mean?
He
I mean, I would not want to come.
looks
with us
down
ever.
at himself and says, "No, I'm gonna go back to Valagi."
How about
Honestly,
you
fair enough.
definitely should come with us. Not a request.
Oh,
Why?
Oh.
I think that.
oh,
Why?
question mark. What's going on now?
We don't want him to go to Valagi. What is he gonna do there? You know what he's gonna do there.
Well, fair.
He doesn't
That
know
is
where
his
she
home. Shabaka, that is
is.
his
Literally
home.
where he lives.
Yeah, well, I think he might be safer if he comes with us.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, but then
given
we have to
what just
deal
happened.
with him.
Yeah,
This is very true.
I think he might be safer if he comes with us.
Actually,
You're not convincing
Chewbacca
Cora.
trying to be subtle.
if you
Okay, saying it louder does not explain what you
It
mean.
definitely does not make it more subtle.
Could
What
you
about slower? What about
explain?
if I say it slower?
Could
Slower.
you explain? use 2-syllable words, perhaps.
if you come to Kresk with us, then I will be able to heal you even more in the morning. You will not get healing like that from Valaki. And if you are a true opposer to Strahd, you will need as much health as you can have. Because you've seen what he's already capable of doing to you without even showing himself. Was mute off for there? I'm just checking.
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know anyone in Valaki.
Oh, you mean
I mean,
Kresk?
in Kresk.
Yes, of course.
I was
Thank you.
like, whoa, he doesn't know anyone in Valorant. That's
That's so sad. I was about to say, you were
super
you
sad,
live
yeah.
there. Are you
No wonder
okay?
he's
like
such
his
a loner.
hometown, and they're like, yeah, we don't fucking know this bitch.
That would be sad. No, I meant Kresk, of course. I appreciate your offer of healing. I will get healing at the church.
Oh no.
We can do this. We can do this. I think we can do this. I will quietly say to Shabaka, can you have EP fly ahead and have the priest hide Irina in the church?
All right, use a well-shaped summon EP as an owl, and I write a little note to the priest to hide Irina from Isaac. He's gonna be there soon, and then
He looks at you two, whispering,
Did
"Did I hear Irina's name?"
No, I'm writing. I'm writing that
ahead
on
to
a
warn
note.
the priest to be
No,
ready for
you
you.
spoke to each other.
yeah,
Ramsey
he said that.
"Can you send
Well,
EP ahead
that's
about
why
Irina?"
I also said I whisper to
I know.
Chewbacca.
He
so
rolled
those are...
perception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
20 there on the screen.
Okay.
Cora
Nice.
pulls
Well
out.
done.
No, you know
the-
what? Yeah, no, we
Well-
are writing to tell the priest to hide Irina from you because you're a fucking weirdo.
All right, that's the way to
We're
keep the
pretty
positive
certain that
vibes
she's
going.
your sister, and either way, she doesn't want to marry you.
The guards at this point are kind of like looking at the ground and shuffling.
They know.
awkwardly.
I'm
They
right.
know.
Sasha walks up to one of the guards and goes, Do you want a drink? We share drink. Here.
Listen, I'm not
It's
mincing words
distracting,
with
yes?
this motherfucker anymore. He's
I'll take
weird,
that. It says
and
the
he
guard.
needs to chill the fuck out.
Cheers.
If you want Irina to like you, maybe chill out
Yeah.
and like
We
have
can-
a conversation with her or something.
We can introduce. I'm doing the wrong accent. We can maybe introduce you, but not if you're gonna be like very recalcitrant with us.
Intense.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't.
and maybe get some sun and trim those finger daggers.
I'm gonna have to open his
Okay.
character sheet and figure out if he knows what recalcitrant means.
Actually, I don't think my character would know. I'll
I
change
don't
the
think
word to
Chewbacca would either.
if you're gonna be.
That's why I went with intense.
Yeah, I'll say intense.
Clear. No, he does not know what recalcitrant means. Okay.
Oh no, Shabaka
But he knows what
possessed by
intense
Strahd.
means.
Yes, he does know what intense means.
So if
He,
you
he
want,
looks,
Have
he
these-
looks
I'm
from
sorry,
the
have these
from
men
guards to
in-
guard to see what like kind of social backup he has here. When he doesn't see any,
And they're all
He's-
looking
he's-
away.
yeah, his shoulders kind of droop. He was looking around, expecting everyone to be like, "Yeah, bro," and they weren't. And he like it. I don't know. He feels a little hurt. He looks a little hurt. Doesn't take an insight roll to figure it out. And so he lets you write the note without objection, but he doesn't voice any kind of agreement or acceptance of this being a good idea. He just lets it happen.
Okay. I still want him to come with us.
I understand
Why?
you're upset,
I
Isaac.
don't want to deal with him anymore.
We don't want him to go back to Velgi, even if, they can do something. It's like a risk.
Do you, Cora?
I understand having a connection to someone you've never met.
He looks at you and tilts his head to the side like he's evaluating you. Yeah, I like that. You just don't know why, but there's a connection. And
yes.
Why? How do you even know about her?
It's the dream.
In his heart, his chest, dreams. I could understand.
You've had a dream about her, and you've never met her. That is kind of strange.
He gestures vaguely at the storm clouds above, and then to the east, where Castle Ravenloft lies couple days travel away, and says, "What is strange?"
Yes.
True.
Here, that is a very good point.
Well, I mean, we don't have a long trip to Kresk. We just are delivering some wine, and then we'll head back to Vallaki. Maybe you just could come with us and help us.
I mean, sort of.
I mean, we could use some
We're going to go to the Abbey, too.
Yeah, shh.
There's going to be a whole thing at the Abbey.
Shh. Guys are so literal.
But Isaac,
I can't believe Shabaka is the one being subtle.
Isaac, I bet you don't have where you can tell this to a lot of people, do you? It feels hard to share to others, perhaps. Keep it to yourself.
And Blinsky, who helps me out, I had to tell him.
Blinsky, sorry.
The doll maker, after all.
Yeah.
We may not be
friends.
friends.
You guys found a doll or something, he says, somewhat embarrassed.
Cora pulls out the Irina doll.
This one.
She has that?
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
like thinking maybe you guys can actually have a conversation about this, and he looks at that one and he says, and you can see the light come to his eyes, and he says, that's not even the best one.
Oh, I have a perfect one of Fallon, and she pulls out.
I look away and don't look at Fallon in the eye.
Fallon
Goblin,
is not an endearing creature to Isaac at this point.
I know.
Or not,
in Goblin,
and so-
Sasha will mutter, "These people worry me."
But you know what? Listen, he might not be endeared to Fallon, but you know what? This is Cora being like, listen, I can relate to you.
She's got one
I
too.
also have a doll of someone.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, I suppose he should ask. Did you have that made?
Oh, not this one, but I did have a different one commissioned.
Awesome, yes.
Fallon's like, what?
Shabaka definitely moves away from Fallon and looks away.
No, she doesn't. She looks confused more than anything else.
And with that,
And this is how I find out. Yeah.
mid-conversation, Cora unlocks Fallon's manacles.
Shabaka says, "That's not
Oh,
weird."
good idea.
Puts it away, but she's like,
You very rarely likely have anyone you can tell about this. I'd be willing to lend an ear. I think of everyone here, I'd be the one who could understand.
He seems to buy that. Gives it a nod. And you want me to come with you to Kresk?
I'd like to hear more about your shared history, your dreams. I could tell you some of mine. And
what
that
of
way we can
my
truly
guards?
judge. Oh, would you like them to come?
And she just looks at them. Like,
He begins to like nod, but the guards themselves are like, "Oh no, man! I've been gone so long. My wife is totally gonna be angry with me or worried or something. I think I
Bro,
should
my
get
wife
back."
is gonna be pissed.
Yeah, like she'll understand. She'll just be glad I'm not dead. But I really should get back, and so they all basically bow out of the trip to Krezk.
That's too bad. I'd love to hear all about your spouses.
Yeah, and Isaac is like seems like disappointed.
Cora
Again,
seems
but...
disappointed too.
Do people looking at Cora need an insight roll to figure out what she really feels, or is she actually disappointed?
At this point, I have no idea what's going on anymore, so Fallon is not making any rolls. She's just like, I don't know what's happening.
Are you disappointed that the guards aren't coming, or are you playing disappointed?
Honestly, she's ambivalent. Like, honestly, more stories and more people means that she can learn more, and that's actually a good thing. But the fact that they want to go back to their spouses is not something she wants to mess with.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, they
a little bit of both.
Yeah. They begin walking back towards Valaki. Thanks for helping with the clouds and the mist.
No problem.
And I'm so sorry that it had to turn to violence, even for such a short moment. I bet we could become ever closer now, Isaac.
Yeah, sorry.
I shout down the road to him. Glad I didn't have to kill you. He actually is.
You get the impression that they were the big tough men and women in this guard outfit, but they were worried for their lives, and they are pretty happy that didn't happen as well. Because
were you guys going
it's their job to run into combat when that might happen, but like they they're pretty happy to be leaving.
Most people don't want to kill others.
Yep.
So I'm confused about something, my friends.
Yes.
Were you about to trade dolls?
No, this is mine.
Okay. Comparing dolls, then.
Isaac shrugs and says, I didn't bring one.
Oh, you have to have a lucky one on you at all times.
Can I have that one? He points
You'd
at
have to
Irina doll that
convince
you're carrying.
me. You'd have to convince me. Maybe with a story later.
Okay.
This is so unhinged.
So we keep walking towards Krezk?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you what's the arrangement with the wagon? Who's riding and who's walking?
Fallon's gonna walk.
I guess there's 6 of you.
She needs to cool down.
And you have the wine wagon, correct?
Yes.
With wine for Krezk?
We're bringing the wine to Krezk, so.
Okay.
We didn't bring the other one.
That wagon can carry more weight.
Yeah.
Wherever Isaac is doing, Cora is going to mimic him, and this is going to seem very weird because normally Cora dogs Fallon. It seems like she's doing something very purposeful for the rest of you guys, that she's acting out of nature almost on purpose.
That's a good technique.
As soon as Cora goes to Isaac and doesn't come walk with Fallon, she's like, "What?" She looks perturbed.
I walk with Fallon, but I'm looking very curiously at how Cora is doing this, because it's fascinating to Shabaka.
Yeah, Ramses will be like, "Cora, I don't have to cast another spell, do I?"
No, he's very interesting.
You're
Just
not
what
convincing
a charmed
me.
person would say.
Exactly, you're not convincing.
Fallon really quietly under her breath, that probably Shabaka can hear, just, "What's so fucking interesting about him?"
As he limps along.
Cora, what are you hoping that your
I do feel really bad.
association with Isaac will gain you by the time you reach Kresk.
She wants to know what the hell's why he thinks he's Sergio.
Sergey.
Sergio.
Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey. She wants
Make sure
to
it's
know
not Fabio.
Are
Fabio.
they that different?
dreams,
Really?
right? He's had dreams and things like that, and he believes that. Wait, Titania? Is it Titania? Tatiana.
Tatiana.
He believes Tatiana is Irina? Question mark.
Or reborn,
Yes.
reborn in Irina.
And
he believes that Irina is a reincarnation of this Tatiana, which he doesn't know too much about, but was someone who's alive back in the early days.
Okay. And Isaac believes that he is... What's the name again? Sorry.
Sergey.
You think it's Sergio. I can't.
Yeah.
Strahd
said when he came and doomed us to this fog that his brother Sergey took Tatiana from him and that he wouldn't let that happen again. So if Irina is the reincarnation of this Tatiana, then I must be this Sergey because of our destinies.
You think you're
It's
destined
the only
to save
explanation that works.
Do you know what happened to Tatiana? After.
I don't.
I feel like we should work together in some way to find out what happened, to make sure your destiny ends on the right note. Because if Irina is the reincarnation of Tatiana, and you are the reincarnation of
Sergey.
Sergey.
Damn it!
When did that story
Let's put it
end?
into the chat so that you can see it written, which might.
Thank you.
So I guess we can just assume that that Irina looks like Winona Ryder.
Why?
Because she played Mina Harker in Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this is totally that story.
And so it's got some big similarities for sure. Yeah, so the one thing about Isaac's story is that his belief in being Sergey is based on the assumption that his destiny with Tatiana is true, when he is the only person who's ever asserted that.
And that's what I tried to point out to him, but I think his guards actually kind of partially reinforced it.
Yeah, the guards don't buy it. You guys don't seem to buy it. Strahd doesn't buy it. There's only one person does actually, but he's very certain of it.
Cora's not going to try to pull that apart at this point. That she's not interested in pulling apart why he believes this, because he has this connection to Irina. It is a solid connection, considering he's never seen her before, yet he knows what she looks like.
But it's clear to the rest of us that he is delusional.
Right, but Cora's interest is not pulling apart that story right now. She wants to know more of the history and the stories that he can tell.
Well, let me see.
And if he does impress her, she will give him the Irina doll.
Okay.
Oh, wait, because he never got back to pick it up because he was lost in the mist.
No. Cora's just been carrying around dolls of her girlies.
Sudden awkward.
He said the only other thing that he said that might be of interest was that this was why he had to kill Sergey. on the day of their wedding. So I am determined to escape that fate.
I would want to escape that fate as well. You would want to be with your loved ones forever, not to die on the day of your most happy.
Yes, for sure. Or at all young, for sure.
Of course.
Cora hasn't really thought about it, despite the fact that, people have died a lot around her.
Oops, there goes another one.
Is Isaac like walking, or is he like sitting on the cart?
That's up to you guys. You guys have 6 people. It's pretty easy to get 4 on the cart.
Kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Is Shabaka pulling the cart?
No, we had a regular horse for this cart, so just hanging
Okay.
Fallon.
So, given that, which hand was the one that was like not great?
He's right.
Okay. So Cora is going to lightly tug on that hand if he'll allow it.
As soon as you touch it, he pulls back, but he stops himself before he pulls away completely, and then he does let you tug it.
I would say that I am a friend of Irina. And if you are able to impress her in a way that is consistent and shows your true nature and you're willing to help her, I will not say that she will necessarily want to romance you or will allow you to romance her in return. I don't know your history in the future, your past, none of that. But if you are able to be genuine and care and allow her to make the choice, she may be willing to befriend you.
And even if she flinches a little bit, she'll tug the hand so the palm is forward and lay the doll on his palm.
He looks at the doll and says, "Thank you. I will, and I'm sure once I've explained our destinies to her, she'll understand what we must do."
But you must make sure she has a choice. Count Strahd does not give her one.
He's nodding at you and saying, "Oh, of course I will. But make an insight roll."
Sasha will lean over to Shabaka and ask in Goblin, "Do you understand what I am saying?"
You're speaking Goblin?
Yes.
Hang on a sec. Where is
Cora?
I usually pick Goblin as a language. I didn't this time. I'm so disappointed.
Cora, he believes
do.
what he is saying, but you don't think he understands what it means.
That's understandable. This is only the first conversation of many.
Yep.
Corey,
even the like, this is going to be disturbing and trigger warning. He doesn't understand what giving somebody else their choice means.
Oh, okay.
So Sasha will say in Goblin, "I think she is watering a rock."
This is the first conversation of many, so hopefully she can make him understand consent by the end of this trip.
Yep.
I say back in Goblin, that's true, but at least that rock is with us and not back at Valaki.
That is true.
I will say that Fallon is walking like kind of ahead, and she looks very grouchy.
Sorry, baby. Sorry. I'm sorry, honey. Cora is genuinely trying to understand where Isaac's coming from, though. She's not faking that whatsoever.
He believes very strongly in a faith that nobody else believes in, and everyone who's told him that they don't believe has made him believe it stronger.
Well, Cora hasn't said it, so
no, he has not, and he's listening to you. He doesn't know all the vocabulary that goes with this conversation, and quite frankly, it's not a conversation that he's had the opportunity to have very often.
Yep, that's what Cora's going with.
It's a big growth thing for him. But at the same time, he's starting this journey late in life.
Yes, Cora can understand that.
You're never too old to learn, and you're never too old to change.
That's right.
I can tell you something, Isaac. I too had dreams and visions of these group around you before I ever met them.
Oh, he says, and he kind of nods and looks around understandingly. Your fates were predestined by the powers that be?
Yes. My peoples strongly believe in fates and how things are intertwined.
What purpose brought you and your friends together?
To defeat a great evil. I'm sure you can understand what that evil might be.
Sasha pulls out a wooden stake.
He's new. We don't know what's up with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I had no aspirations of this sort of nature prior to this fate, but just as you feel connected to Irina, I feel connected to them. Maybe not in the same wavelength, maybe not the same strength, because you have had these thoughts and these dreams for far longer than I. But I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. And you guys were only like a mile and a half away from Kreska, so you're basically rolling up on the town as you get to this point in the conversation. He nods and he looks at you and he's like, I think you really get it. I think you do. Is this Kreska? He says, pointing at the gate.
Yes.
Doesn't look so bad.
You haven't been?
No, not this far.
Some travel will do you good. It did me good.
Where are you from? He says.
From a desert, where the sun always shines. Nothing like here. Very
What's
far.
the desert?
Have you seen the sand on beaches? On lakes? Little particles of rocks.
Little
Imagine
patches.
that as far as the eye can see. Like the forests that surround you and the mists that surround you, but little particles of rocks instead.
Wow,
You can
that's a
see
big lake.
very far.
Idiot.
The guards on the towers say they're consulting with themselves. Halt there.
Yes.
And they're like conferring with each other, and you can clearly see the word wine.
Yeah.
Pass on their lips, and one of them runs off, climbs down the ladder, and is making off for somewhere else. What brings you to Kreska today?
We've brought back the wine, as discussed.
And he like does this thing of relief, and he's like, okay, good.
Is he licking
I've
his
sent
lips?
for the burgomaster. He'll be here momentarily.
Have we met this burgomaster yet?
Yes.
Just from the wall, though. We didn't go in.
No,
we
went.
went.
We stayed at
We went to one place. Yeah.
We stayed at his
came
house.
to us.
At his house.
Home.
Oh, okay.
At his house.
Yeah.
His wife
He
made us
hosted
dinner.
us.
Dmitry Kreskov, and his son Ilya had died
Of the
a
flu?
few days previously of natural causes.
Well, not quite.
The
natural.
way you keep saying
Well,
natural,
they're natural,
causes
but-
makes me think it's not natural causes.
When you get stabbed and bleed
Terrible.
out, you naturally die.
Of known
Fair.
unnatural cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel like, oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
This place is fucked.
I hate
I feel like at this point, like everything here is just like natural causes because that's just what it's like here.
Mhm.
Vampires are a natural cause. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the door to the town cracks open, and you see Dmitry Kreskov steps out, and he takes a look at you and your wagon and waves you in. Ah, is this the friend you said would be staying with us? He says, pointing at Isaac.
No.
Isaac looks back at you, not exactly hurt, but puzzled, I suppose. He said, okay, very well. Come in
Or
anyway.
Sasha. Or Sasha.
Oh, right, yeah.
They never met Sasha either, that's true.
Right.
Pick up
Well,
strays left and
Sasha,
right.
Noah, I know Sasha. You've come here a few times, haven't you?
I have. Yes.
He's paid his dues. He can stay here any as much as he wants.
You just paid? Jeez.
Oh, it's not a payment.
Oh.
Is it? He says, and he winks at Sasha.
No.
But a favor.
Is it? Yes. You scratch on my back, I scratch at you back.
Exactly. But come on in. Anyway, I hear there is wine. Is this correct? He says. And you kind of like, you can see him like on tiptoes, kind of looking up over the front of the wagon.
That is correct.
Yes, well,
And
do come in. Do come in.
And the Wizard of Wine is now reopened.
Ah, he says, raising both hands in front of him.
Most
Relief at last. Yes, I'm afraid I've been too scared to approach the abbey lately since the wine was cut off. But come in nonetheless. It's getting dark. The storm rages overhead. I'll give you a place to set up for the night.
Most kind.
The new guest is staying with us, though, is he?
Yes, of course.
Not for long, though?
Not for long.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Yes. We arrive together and we leave together.
She says, like kind of patting Isaac.
I made a friend.
Fallon doesn't know what's happening and she does not like it.
Right?
This is the second time you've seen Cora act a little bit weirdish to
Fallon
a
is
guy.
jealous.
I've
What's
never
he
known
getting
her
all
to
the
not act
attention?
weirdish.
Yep. Fallon's going to start spending more time with Shabaka. This will make her jealous.
Shabaka will love
You
it.
can play that game. Yeah.
Cora goes, "Oh, how sweet! They're actually becoming greater friends like they were before we met them."
Fallon and Shabaka are buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also both deeply weird. So it's hard to tell.
It's like the high school table, the one skater kid and the one emo kid. in the corner.
I think Shabaka's more of the nerd kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll in. His house is not that far from the entry gate, but why don't I bring up that map?
Map of Kresk.
Map of Kresk.
I remember there being gardens here. Cora is gonna ooh and ah.
Oh, now how do you do this in new version? Okay, found a little.
Was there some updates to Roll20?
There's a number of updates to Roll20. There's one kind of gotcha bug that is hard to scroll from a map that's in the main, that's in one folder to a map that's in another folder.
Oh.
So, but I got it. I just
Yes, you
moved
did.
the map out. So yeah, the Kreskov family lives in the first big house by the gate. You haven't had much occurrence to go in deeper. Only the EP, I think, patrolled any further.
Is that the
Oh.
Abbey?
At
This
the
here.
top,
Yep.
that's one. Yep, that's the Abbey.
Up on the hill.
Ah,
And-
yes, the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
This town has a lot of shrubberies.
There are trees. Like there's this town is very natural. Every house here pretty much has a garden and animals and stuff like that. And there's a lot
I
of
love that.
farming, cultivation,
Good for them.
all inside the town wall. Everyone here also looks like they farm to some extent. There's not a lot of luxury jobs or anything like that.
Mm.
Even the Krezkovs look like they have a plot of land that they can work, and their clothing for someone in political office is relatively functional, so easy to move in, not particularly clean all the time. They do their labors.
Not a lot of bad bling.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot. Yep.
So now we need to find the knights to say nee.
Right?
First, we have to go to Roger the Shrubbers. Yes. No, he's a wandering shrubber.
Yep.
Okay. So yes, well, come in. We haven't prepared extra meal for tonight, but I'm sure we can come up with something that can tide you over. And what we'll do tomorrow morning, we can take half that wine and leave it at the abbey. The abbot there would appreciate it very much, I'm sure.
We were gonna
Of
bring.
course.
We were gonna bring some up there. So that we could chat with him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks hesitant. It's like you could. The abbot keeps largely to himself. Come in for dinner. We can talk over dinner. And
I won't say no to dinner.
he
Might actually have some vegetables.
Anna, our guests are back. And she says, "Oh, which ones?" And then she pops her head out. "Oh, these ones, yes."
Oh,
The ones with the wine.
Yeah. Very glad to see you, she says, and she does seem happy to see you. So whoever the other guests were, they made her less happy. And so yes. Thank you so much for bringing the wine. The abbot doesn't leave the abbey very much. He goes to the Night Mother's shrine on the north end of town. I think you're familiar with that one, Sasha.
Yes, yes.
And yes. Other than that, he doesn't leave the abbey much at all. Sometimes his mongrels come out.
Oh yes, they were doing something with the graves.
We've
right?
encountered a lot of really weird shit here. Honestly, I think that might be the weirdest.
Grave robbing. You think is the weirdest?
Weird. No, but the fact that this like abbot has fucking mongrels. Like what? It's really weird.
No one really knows, says Dmitry Krezkov with a shrug. They only really come out at night, and they're well cloaked. Don't see them very clearly.
Nobody ever expects the Inquisition.
But they do
Indeed.
appear to be humanoid.
Yes.
2 hands, 2 feet.
Did
For
we
the most
see,
part.
did we see some? I thought we like staked out a.
No, nobody showed up that night.
Oh, okay.
But as I say, the abbot just doesn't leave the abbey except for his worship. And with that, there's a knock on the door.
For the wine.
And Dmitry gets up and looks at his wife, and they share a puzzled expression. And he goes to the door, and he opens it. And outside is a very handsome man in a brown monk's robe.
The abbot?
Handsome in this territory? Yo.
Handsome in this economy?
In this economy?
Objectively, very handsome.
Comparatively.
Everyone in this group is like kind of like looking at the door, saying, "Damn, that is actually quite a handsome man."
Cora looking a little bit too long. Well, so he's attractive or handsome.
Shabaka shrugs.
Is he like pale, like the rest of them, kind of thing, like nondescript otherwise?
No,
or...
he looks very healthy. He looks like he gets somehow in this environment gets enough vitamin D and protein and everything like that. His skin has a natural hue that you haven't seen on anyone else in the land.
So he more color, like Cora's skin color, or just like a healthy tan?
Healthy tan. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone who spends some time outside under sun, but not too much.
Do we have a picture of this guy? I'd like to see what their art version of that.
I want to see how evil they make him look.
I am actually
I
going
was
to
gonna
look at this.
say-
I'm going to look at their art, and I'm going to tell you whether or not they have a picture or not.
I swear, if they make this attractive man evil looking and like
Yeah.
gross,
They're like,
I'll be
he's
sad.
so sexy. He's
so
tan,
sexy.
He's gorgeous. And then they show the picture, and it's just the most cursed, sickly looking motherfucker you've ever seen. You're like,
Right?
what the fuck?
Yeah, no, they don't have any art for him.
Oh,
No, because then they'd have to have made him hot, and they don't know how
Yeah,
to do
they
that.
don't
They
know how to
only
do
know how to.
that.
too
They only
creepy.
know how to make people
Yeah.
look fucking weird.
It's
Well, I
funny
mean,
the
it's pretty okay.
discrepancy between the text descriptions in this
Yeah.
campaign. Yeah.
Irina is okay, and so is
Oh, Irina is pretty.
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Her
And,
brother too is not bad.
yeah.
And Strahd
what I was
himself
thinking.
gives off the right vibes. I
Yeah.
find.
Oh, he does give off the right vibes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking freak.
So
I'm
man in
being
the monk opens the door.
This
Mm-hmm.
this sexy monk is at the door. Continue.
The monk, hello. He has a vow of chastity. Ugh.
And he says, "Oh, Dmitri, it's good to meet you. See you again. I'm sorry. Can I come in?" He's not doing a Russian accent. He's just doing an elitist accent. And he's of
Russians
course,
are
of
elite.
course.
What a fascinating statement.
No, it's not. It's just that it's I was just confusing accents as I was starting up the
Okay.
character.
Like, oh no, he's not Russian. He's just a slime ball. Russians are slimes?
He's just sleazy.
No, he should be talking completely different, and so I just wanted to specify that because I kind of started up a little too close to other accents. Anyway,
Too
yes,
close to Strahd, you mean?
yeah, exactly, yeah. So he comes in and he says, I hear there's been some trouble in your house of late." And he says, Yes, it's been very difficult here for the last while." "Oh, I'm sorry. I came when you were busy. Who are your guests?" And he points to you guys.
I go by Coraza Benlam. Nice to meet you.
"Ah, Karaz. Then Shabaka and Fallon
Mhm.
and Ramses. Ooh, Sasha, it's good to see you traveling with some of the Outlanders. Yes, I'd heard you were here.
Oh, you know of us.
Yes, our purposes are well aligned. I like these people.
That's good. By reputation only. I haven't seen you before or anything, but I've heard your names, and so when Cora introduced herself, I deduced the rest. He says, and he mockingly makes like the points at his head like he's trying to make himself look smart. But he's making a joke.
Fallon looks at him dead faced.
Chewbacca doesn't get
Cora
it.
seems a bit amused.
And I'm sorry, I don't know who you might be. I can make a guess, but I'm not quite certain.
I am the abbot. He says.
Oh, well met.
Yes. I did come here to speak some business with Dimitri, though. If you don't mind.
We don't mind in the slightest.
I heard, sir, of the most tragic passing of your son, he says, and he takes his hands and he places them both over the center of his chest as he does this in a gracious gesture. I'm so sorry to hear of his passing. I know this has been hard for you. I know you've had bad luck with children. I want you to know, sir, that I have appreciated your time here as the Baron Kreskov, as the burgomaster of this town. I would not have your line end so soon. I have a favor to ask, but if you agree, I will raise your son, Ilya. And Anna bursts into tears.
Did he say raise, like as in raise dead?
Mm-hmm.
He said raise, yep.
R-A-Z-E.
I'm so sus of this man.
Yeah, sus.
I do not mean to interject, Abbott, but didn't the child die of natural causes? And if he's brought back, won't he just die of the same disease again?
He would. He would if he were left alone, yes. But he may not die immediately, and now that we know he was sick, he can be treated. I will see it done. I would not raise him to have him pass of the same cause. I don't even ask that much. I can't come here because you are the most renowned in this town, and you are most likely able to help me. It's not even a large request that I have. Merely a wedding dress.
Oh my fucking god. Why is everyone in this fucking place obsessed with marriage? It's so intense.
Maybe it's because it's the only happy part of their life, Zoe.
True. That's true.
Also, I thought abbots couldn't get married.
And then the next day,
get married.
I'm a little confused. You want us to find something for you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I
just met you. I want the burgomaster Baron Dimitri Kreskov to find me a wedding dress.
Yeah, Fallon elbows Chewbacca and goes, "This has nothing to do with us."
Oh yeah, I doubt that.
But someone could just find
and
me
he looks at
cake.
Cora and says, "Not to worry. The dress isn't for me. I'm not getting married."
I wouldn't judge you if you wanted to wear a dress, Sir Abbott, but...
Oh, I didn't mean that either. I mean, it's not for my wedding.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Would you have the traditional wedding meatloaf?
What?
I would appreciate that very much. But again, I would have to eat it myself and with my friends, for the wedding is not for me.
Fallon leans over towards Chewbacca and goes, "I've never been to a wedding."
Yeah, me neither. Bugbears don't have them.
I've been to 3.
The Kreskov Dimitri swears up and down. It's like, "You'll have it. I will get you a wedding dress." And the abbot says, I knew you would. I anticipated this deal is a little one-sided, so I must admit I thought you would say yes." Well, would you like to dig up the boy? We can do this now.
Jesus.
I say in Goblin to Sasha, it's like, this is getting so sus.
It's
It is.
Fallon,
did you
Fallon
know
kind of
that
raised her.
sus?
I need more wine.
Did you know that sus is actually a goblin word? It's the same in every language.
It's the same in every
That's so funny. Fallon kind of raised her hand a little. Fallon kind of raised their hand a little bit and just kind of goes like, who's getting married?
Well, a friend of mine, shall we say?
Shall we? Okay. Shall we say?
Do you
Which
have
are
her
the
measurements?
words that also that is like Elven for sus?
Is it like Breen?
What's that?
Is it like Breen?
yeah.
The dish
Turns
that's the
out same
same.
in every language.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fallon
Do you
speaks
have-
5 languages, and her brain is screaming sus in every single one of them. Mm-mm.
Cora is not. Cora is going, oh, a chance to see new dresses?
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time you saw a bunch of dresses turned out really badly.
There was fire, but it turned out
Dead
okay.
body.
I suppose.
I'm just,
Are
at
you
this
still
point, I'm
wearing
just
the blue
concerned that
dress,
somebody
or are
else
you,
is trying to make Irina marry them.
God.
Oh,
Am I still what?
he makes a dismissive gesture. Oh no, that
Time to let the dog
that
out.
girl is
No,
Not
I
part
did
of
not
my
say that out
concern.
loud. Fallon
Okay.
didn't
He's
say
thinking
that.
it.
I was just saying that, like, I'm at this point just worried somebody else is trying to make Irina marry them. That poor woman.
But I will ask, so is it someone in the town getting married?
he says with a little bit of hesitation.
This is the worst.
Sir Abbott, do you have her measurements? Can't get a dress without measurements.
I do, he says, and he pulls out a small piece of paper. I'm afraid I only have the basics here. Arms, inseam,
Hope he has a bodice.
shoulder to hip, stuff like that. And you look at them, you know clothes enough to look at these and say the person that this dress needs to fit is tall.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Does,
Like,
he have,
that's pretty
does
cool.
he have
abnormally
bust
tall?
measurements? Because, like, you really can't make a dress without the bust measurements.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Look at the
I'm
art.
gonna go
Look at
no
the art.
comment on that one.
Look
but,
at the art.
but not abnormally tall or superhumanly tall or something like that. But like significantly taller, like 4 or 5 inches taller than Irina.
Oh.
How tall was Irina?
Not tall.
She's about the
5'4"
same
maybe?
height. Yeah, she's the same height as Cora, 5'5", I think.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause I remember they were like discussing that previously, like, "Hey, we can share clothes." Hey,
Yeah. So this one is 5'8", 5'9".
would you say about the same height
Oh,
as
hell yeah, she's
Esmeralda's
still
dead
shorter
body?
than Fallon. What?
So about the same height as Esmeralda's dead body.
Ugh.
Oops.
Within acceptable parameters, sure.
I don't know why.
You know
I
what,
was
though?
just thinking that
Still
would be really
shorter
funny.
than Fallon.
Okay.
Jeez.
There we
it
go.
seems like-
We've eliminated 2 people already.
So,
Irina and
but
Fallon are not the bride.
Or Cora.
yeah, that's true.
Or Cora, that's right.
And Shabaka's
Might be
7 feet, so
Shabaka.
it's not him.
Might be Shabaka. You never know. Come on.
Well, we have a range. It's in between. It's in somebody who's in between in terms of height of Fallon and Cora. Someone right in the middle there.
Keep your eyes out.
But the measurements seem enough to get a dress at the very least.
Yep.
Okay. And she seems like pleased. She's like, I have quite the interest in fashion, and I is there a oh, you wouldn't know if there was a major difference in styles between my kingdom and yours, would you? If a dress is
I don't know your
procured,
kingdom, but I'm looking for something fairly traditional. In the classic sense from the old days. White, fancy lace. standard thing like that.
2 armholes.
And
No modesty.
Anna says, "Well, my dress won't do then. Mine was significantly more practical than that," she says with a fair amount of pride. But Dimitri is running out the back of the house with a shovel right now.
Do we need to be here for this? This feels very weird.
I feel like something's gonna go down here.
I mean, this is some.
He seems genuine, the abbot.
That's why it's so weird in this place.
So I say that as, for Cora's standards of genuine, she's dealt with Faye a lot. So she can understand the sort of language that he's using and the hesitations that are happening, right?
Mm-hmm, but
then again,
call
he's
any of his stuff Faye.
Well, no, not Faye, but the way that she associates high charisma.
Right. Yeah, he's got a very high charisma. Ramses, I want you to bring up that ability of yours that detects undead.
Oh no!
What?
No, this is
okay. We'll do.
Strictly, yep. I'm going to use
it.
this to eliminate a possibility.
Sure.
But I want to read it to make sure I understand exactly what's going on.
It is this one here.
This isn't weird at all.
Is there any chance that popped up?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
it popped up.
It did.
Okay, that was very specific. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know exactly how that works. Guy is clean. He's in no way triggered by any of that ability.
Okay.
But yeah, so Cora doesn't think like he's Faye or anything, but the way he's talking makes her think or associate it with Faye because high charisma is what
Right.
I'm getting at.
Yep.
But she's treating it as if it's a genuine conversation because she has no reason to think otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Although watching a kid get raised from the ground, she's gonna feel a little bit bad for him because he's gonna be dirty and
Dimitri returns in the back door carrying.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, there's been some conversation there, and I.
How long ago was this child laid to rest?
It was like
Couple
last time
weeks
we were here or
at this
something.
point.
Long enough ago that it's probably kind of gross.
Yep.
And
He's
probably
having
not
a
completely
great
intact.
deal of trouble with it, but you can see the desperation in his eyes. He will do anything. And Anna is fully supportive of it. And he says, he kind of shrugs when he comes in, he shrugs at you guys and looks over at them and says, place them on the carpet. It won't take long.
Do we see any of the spell components for Raised Dead anywhere here?
You don't see any of the spell components for Raised Dead, no.
I don't.
Does he
You know what?
have a tool? I can't think of the word. Arcane symbol?
Arcane Focus?
Yeah. Does he have one of those?
No, and that wouldn't
he needed
do
divine.
for something with a component quite this expensive.
Oh.
Does he have a holy
But-
symbol?
Nasha will subtly slip Shabaka a flask of holy water.
Gosh damn.
I have some, so I think we already
But
set that up.
when
While muttering a
Ilya's
prayer under
body
his breath.
is placed on the carpet, he goes over, he pulls a bead off of his necklace. There remain 2 large beads on the necklace. And he holds out his hand, and the bead floats up off of his hand and disintegrates. And he reaches down and he touches him. And he says some things under his breath, which you can't hear. And sure enough, it starts to twitch. And the color returns to it, and the flesh returns to its bones.
Please stop calling it it. That's upsetting. This is
It
a
is now a
child.
he.
And he sits up, wrapped in the clothes he was buried in. And Anna rushes over and hugs him, and
You look
Dimitri
water, you look parched.
cries, and tears are streaming down his face, and he hugs him.
Can
And,
Ramses Her Eyes tell if he's actually cast Raised Dead?
Roll Arcana.
Or religion, I guess?
Yes, go with religion.
I don't have either, so that's +0. $13. That
ain't it.
You have a +3.
You got a religion roll there, Ramses?
I'm proficient in religion? What?
Sasha is, but it's
Sorry, I
kind
was
of
on
great
mute.
moment.
Hey!
Oh, there you
I
go.
There you
just
go.
might have a religion roll yet.
Cora's got it anyway, but there you go, Ramses.
Why do we have the same religion plus? You're the one that should be good at this.
Right?
Because you're the
The,
Mormon.
So this was not a strict casting of the spell Raise Dead, but the fundamentals were the same. Like, if you're looking at it, the component wasn't the by the book component. The words weren't the by the book words, but it had the same feel. So yeah, it's basically a return to life, not a return to unlife or any trick like that.
Yeah. From Cora's expectation, there's other spells that return people to life and unlife. He might just not be using the same one.
Mhm.
She has
And there,
no way
there
of
are
knowing.
others from other magical traditions as well, and it's like the realms have theirs, and other people have theirs.
Yeah. Because what she's definitely familiar with is not from around here. So even if you're asked, oh, how do you raise dead? What she might describe is not the same.
Mhm. And so Ilya, his arms begin to move, and he wraps them around his parents, and he gives them a hug.
Oh,
And
Helen is deeply uncomfortable right now.
yeah,
In Goblin, but said in a very reverent tone, Sasha will say to Shabaka, "I bet he smells."
You know,
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
would give 100 gold if the abbot was one of those people that could speak every language just so you could be a dick right in front of him.
Yeah. Totally.
What? Because he seems like the kind of guy who's powerful enough to just know things.
You said
he
what?
does in fact give a little chuckle looking at Sasha.
Oh.
I had to look that up, but yeah, languages all. Dot,
Languages
dot, dot.
all.
There's actually more behind that.
I don't
That
like
was a
being
good-
correct,
Wait a
but
minute.
That was a
so
good
I do
test,
have to roll-
though.
I do have to roll something. Hold on. So he keeps a straight face. Hold on. Rolling deception.
He's just gonna start giggling
13.
as his boy just comes back to life.
He's also feels very pleased with himself. You can tell by looking at him. He's got a big smile on his face. You can feel like he feels happy with bringing the kid back. That Ilya breathes again. And before we wrap for the night, he says, "That is good. I'll be back here in a week for the wedding dress. I hope I don't have to take back my gift."
Oh.
Whoa,
Oh.
what?
And we'll call it there.
Well, you've done a good thing.
We were
I
going
was
to give him
just
some wine,
about
weren't we?
to say, just about to say, I finally like somebody here. Oh, maybe not.
Hope I don't
It
have to
feels
kill
like-
your son.
That was one thing actually. After he says that, he steps out the door and he says, "Oh, is that my wine? I'll just take that up."
Wait. We were gonna give it to him so that we could also get
Get in
access
there,
to the
yeah.
Abbey, weren't we?
Yeah.
Now there's a dress that needs to be delivered.
In a
in
week.
a week. We're not going to wait here for
That's
a week.
so long.
Cora will be willing to wait for a week for a dress. Hello?
I mean, you don't need to wait for the week.
Oh, within a week. Yeah,
Within
we
a
could
week.
get
How
one
the fuck
made,
are
I
we supposed
suppose.
to get a wedding dress?
Cora has 3 dresses that she's stolen
This is
from
true.
people. So,
Just
and they're
Just
all
safe.
for people taller than her. Keep that in mind.
Lady
All of them
Voctor.
are.
What, how
Lady
tall was
Voctor
she?
was taller, and all 3 of the dresses that we got from Esmeralda were taller as well.
This is true.
Can Cora's penchant for stealing clothes come in handy for one?
Right?
That's
feel
so
like-
funny.
I feel
That
like
is
it should.
Interesting that in a Curse of Strahd game you sold how many clothes?
3
Steal clothes
dresses.
from women that we kill. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Jesus, that's the worst sentence.
Wow.
Clothes looter.
Don't worry, mate.
I kill a woman, I take her clothes.
That is the worst phrasing yet, actually.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that is
say.
the worst.
It is.
Sorry.
I know.
That's the
It's
worst.
bad. I know.
Yeah.
They were
Welcome
not
to
ones
serial-
that were on her body. I know.
Yeah. Welcome to
I mean-
serial killer land.
Technically, she doesn't need them anymore.
No.
They're just gonna go to waste.
Yeah,
It's
Cora
not
just
making-
grabbed him from the closet and booked it out of the room. I mean, come
This
on.
just keeps getting
Yeah, we
worse.
killed her after you stole the clothes.
Exactly. It's not
Yeah.
getting any better.
Every sentence just gets worse.
I think that is
Oh.
actually the theme of the entire campaign setting.
Yeah, everything just
Yeah.
keeps getting worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cora is staying true to herself, and that includes stealing from women.
This guy never told us who was
Okay,
getting married, did they?
Cora, the picture, the
No.
thing
A
that
friend.
you sent into the chat of the
Quote,
monkey
unquote,
looking
someone
back
from
and
town.
forth, that's literally been my face for the last hour and a half.
I know, right?
What the fuck is going on?
You don't know what the hell Cora's thinking. Cora never says anything about what she's thinking, unless you directly ask her.
Yep.
You got
Cora's
Puss,
one of those people that she doesn't say shit, she just does.
you got Puss in Boots as the handsome guy.
I mean, I get it.
The only
Puss
other
in
thing
Boots.
is Cora, this is actually the
Priest in
same house.
boots.
This is the same house that Cora tried to give her sword to Fallon and then she collapsed.
Is it?
Was that this
So-
house?
That was the same house.
Was that?
I
Was
thought
it-
that
was
was
that
in
here?
the inn.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
here in
wow,
Crest.
Right, okay. Wow.
And so Cora's kind of like paying special attention to her sword.
Yep. Nothing from the sword today.
If that's
But, like-
if this is the same house, then Fallon's definitely got one eye on Cora.
She's gonna collapse again. Yeet.
Listen, maybe.
Only if I offer it to you again. Hey, take my sword, and then yeet on the ground.
The only place
How's
you ever
Isaac?
talk to the sword too. Then. Yep.
Cora does talk to the sword, but it's
No, I
it's
guess the only time
it's
it talked
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only time it
exactly.
talked back.
back. With the face and personality and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Samaya.
that we brought
the hand.
Isaac with us to this thing, and he just witnessed this fucking bonkers ass exchange that just happened, and he's like, "Okay, what the fuck did you guys drag me into?"
Yeah, he's just sitting in the corner of the room with his jaw open.
Like, that child,
Yeah.
He's probably just thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna need to get a wedding dress too.
Yeah, fucking probably. You're like, can I borrow that afterwards?
After you're done. Oh,
No, I heard them
wrong.
say it was too tall.
But
He
wasn't
can
the
have
wife
them.
wasn't the wife's wedding dress just the right size?
This wife?
Yeah. The Burgermaster's wife was shorter than
Yeah.
the one
So
specified.
the Burgomaster's wife here, jeez, I don't even know how tall she is actually. But she said her dress wouldn't do.
Oh, because it wasn't
wasn't
traditional
fancy
enough.
Too
enough.
Yeah,
practical.
it was too practical. Yeah.
Which I mean, you can always make some adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, every panel of cloth would need to be adjusted to turn into a white lace frilly thing.
yeah.
It's
I feel like the only one that may have white fabric is literally Cora, because her entire outfit and cloak and everything is white. You know how hard she works to keep it white?
Probably
Carries around
very,
bleach.
very extremely hard.
Yeah.
Right? With all the blood.
Yeah.
She has to cast mending on it, and then we're like, okay, I can't sew it. I need it to be back. Prestidigitation, mending. We're getting it back to its pristine form.
Also, a fair bit of blue and gold there too.
Yeah, that's true. Her original outfit was very much mostly white, but she does have the blue and gold and things like that.
All right then. So I guess
Cool.
Next week we're on.
I guess we're planning a wedding
All
now.
on.
This campaign is bonkers.
I don't know.
Billy Idol will be doing the music.
I don't know what you should prep for next week, Jess, because I think if we can't get a wedding dress done quickly, I think we might want to break into the Abbey.
I mean, I don't really want to break into the Abbey.
No, I don't either.
Yep. So let me ask you then, where if you can't, if the most wealthy family in this town doesn't have a dress of that sort, where would you go?
Do we have to go back to Valaki? Oh my god.
You don't have to do anything.
Have we seen any? Cora is the type to be paying attention to things like, so like seamstresses and things like that. Have we seen anything like that?
I would go to the Dusk Elves.
You have not seen anything like that, no.
And
the seamstress or like a fancy clothing shop, no.
Who made the dress of the wife?
With Madame Wachter, she had to have been getting her clothes from somewhere. So Valaki's probably the best bet.
Yes, there's nobody. You haven't seen anyone in any of the towns you've been to that could make the fine dresses that you got from Madame Wachter's.
I could make a special trip to Waterdeep.
Yeah,
but is
how much do you know about clothes beyond like their? Like, how much does Cora know about clothes? We talked about it, but like,
she doesn't know how to construct them, of course, because she doesn't have the tools or anything. But she is an avid fashion fan. She pays attention to what people are wearing, and because it's kind of a bit of envy. She wasn't really had that. She had her jewels and her things, of course, from her own culture, but seeing things from other cultures and what they're wearing, it's a bit of like a hobby. People watching, but clothing's like fashion specifically.
Okay,
jewelry.
that's good. There's the blue dress that you tried on at Madame Wachter's was very special. It was crafted by an incredible craftsperson, and it did the Waterdeep stitch. It's a technique of stitching that is used prevalently in Waterdeep, but not in many other places. Giving you the chance, like 20% chance is a knockoff, 80% chance that dress was actually crafted in Waterdeep.
So
we've got to go to the Vistani.
Brought here and sold.
The Vistani would be the people that we would have to ask. And yeah, the blue dress is Madame Wachter's dress. I believe that's the nicest one that Cora yoinked. The other, she grabbed the 3 from Esmeralda. I believe one of them was white, but I don't remember.
Did this guy specify
but they're from different cultures.
Anything that he had to have?
Wedding dress.
Yeah.
He said white, frilly, traditional, in the old style.
So
the one thing though, the jewels are in nobles' clothing, like the fine clothing. So if they are not able to find the proper kind of jewels in a short amount of time, they can be repurposed from the dresses that she grabbed.
That is true.
Although this family seems rich enough that they probably be able to procure gems and jewels like that, so I'm not too worried about it.
The Krezkovs, they don't have a lot of fancy stuff. Nobody in this town that you've seen seems to have anything fancy. They lead this town, but they are not what you'd consider a rich family. They are leaders of a bunch of people who farm and work for their living.
Okay,
and they even do themselves.
For the purposes of like the Strahd Kingdom's price inflation and stuff, if a noble's clothing is normally worth like 15 gold, would it be times 10, so it's 150?
Oh, you're
Or is
thinking
it
like
not
how
the
much
thing?
would it cost for a dress like that?
Yeah. If it were to be made by seamstresses here, it might not be possible given that we haven't seen anyone with that amount of skill. But you do
We
know
also haven't
Blinsky,
seen
who's
that-
pretty good at stitching. He's
Yeah.
just not good at making dresses. Yeah.
I bet
well,
he could.
tiny dresses. Tiny
Yeah,
dresses.
there you go. He's actually pretty good at that. Possibly, but you haven't seen any of this type of fabric anywhere.
Okay, that's what I figure. So it's won't be possible unless we get outside help or a spell potentially.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to go to the Vistani, basically, is what we've landed on.
Yeah.
Because they're the
Probably.
ones that have access to the outside, right?
I feel like we should just investigate the abbey because I think we're just gonna go through all this effort to get this, and then we're gonna find out it's some kind of creature or something that.
Would Sasha
Well,
be
yeah.
able
Having
to
to fight.
travel?
But like, I'm kind of
travel-
invested now.
I didn't have it in my head that you'd be able to come and go during the campaign.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, I don't really want
But-
to have somebody actually leave. Like, I want to go to the Vistani and see if they have anything that
But
we
you
can
would know
use.
a bit about that, and we can go over that offline between sessions. Like what
Okay.
the Vistani have, what they're capable of, where to find stuff. That is the type of thing that you would know. And
Okay.
I'll follow up with you offline.
Okay.
Let me make a
So-
note of that.
So we have two plans. One is to just investigate the abbey itself, before we get a dress,
Which I
and
think
then the
might
other
just
is
be
just
your
getting
plan.
the dress and using that to get in there.
Or is far more interested in the dress. I'm sorry, buddy.
Listen, I know technically Fallon would definitely be more into just breaking into the Abbey, but I'm kind of invested in the dress now.
Wow.
Damn it!
Squirrel.
Say yes to the dress.
Say yes to the dress.
That's the thing with me is I love a wedding dress.
Shabaka doesn't care about that as a character, but he wouldn't suggest going if the rest of the group didn't want to. So, or he would suggest it, but if the rest of the group decided that the dress is the best option, he would go along.
My reasoning for why Fallon is not insisting on just investigating the Abbey is because Cora wants to do this. So she's like, yeah,
Cora-
I'm not.
Cora is just so interested.
Cora's
in it. She
excited
is-
about it. Fallon's not going to ruin that.
And Dimitri, actually, this is another thing we should resolve today. But he looks at you guys after this, and he says, like, your friend can stay here as much as she wants. Like, you were bringing the wine here to see if Irina could stay in the town, and his answer is yes. That's resolved now.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
There's been a lot has happened since then.
Yeah.
After Isaac
Wait, why did we
leaves,
bring you wine? Yeah.
After Isaac leaves, we should say, and can you also make sure he can't come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says that he's like, oh yeah, Irina can stay here,
Wow.
and we all just kind of like turn and glance at Isaac like,
Well,
Actually,
he, didn't say
said your
Irina.
friend.
He said your
She-
friend
yeah.
Your friend.
both times, so he hasn't
Although
mentioned her by
speaking
name.
of Isaac, though, Cora will ask him to go for a walk.
Come with me. We go for a walk.
Hey,
Right
we're gonna
now.
take you out for a walk.
Okay.
We go
If
feed-
it's just the two of you, we'll do it offline between sessions.
Yeah, it'll just be like simple stuff, like looking at pretty flowers and getting him normal experiences for once in his life.
Okay.
That's what Cora's intent to do.
Teaching him how to woo a woman.
She that, and also not only just wooing a woman, but treating people normally and having
Mm.
conversations and
Stop
being
being a
able
weird
to
little
relate
freak.
to other people and value what their opinions are.
Mhm.
She's trying to instill those now,
Shabaka needs to learn
probably
that
a
too.
good thing.
valuing other people's opinions.
Nah, she doesn't need to learn that.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll
As
follow
soon
up
as
on
Cora
that one,
sees-
and
as
I don't
soon as
imagine it'll be an
Cora's-
overly complicated walk.
Okay,
As soon
you're
as
fine.
Fallon sees Cora go out on a walk with invite Isaac to go on a walk, she just goes to find somewhere to like brood.
I'm sorry, Fallon. I love you, sweetie.
Actually,
At this point, you know she's doing it on purpose, right?
Shabaka will turn. Shabaka will wild shape into some kind of like bird or oh no, he can't fly yet. Some kind of, I don't know, animal that can keep up with a person that he can spy on them with.
Spy on?
Yeah, he wants to spy on them. One for Fallon and two for himself to learn some of the things that she's teaching the guy about human nature.
He's like, how do you interact with people?
Yeah,
Teach me.
I really want to know that.
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
Hold on. What's Shabaka's charisma score?
It's a 10, I think.
Yeah, Fallon's is also a 10.
Oh, brother.
When they was just
How
a
high
troop,
is
they're
everyone
really
else's
out there
charisma?
being the least charismatic and deeply stupid group they possibly could be, just the two of them.
But in
Cora's
Cora and
charisma, I think, right? And
yeah, Cora is the charisma one. And
Yeah.
Ramses, I would expect Ramses to be high, but he's a -1.
Right? I'm not. Yeah.
He's not
That's
very
why
friendly.
he's a little on the blunt side.
But,
Yeah,
Shabaka's-
somehow you're still better with people than basically all of us except maybe Cora.
Shabaka's problem isn't his charisma; it's his lack of experience with normal. Like he's only dealt with evil humanoids, so he doesn't really know how nice people act to each other.
Fallon's thing too,
evil
right? It's just
humanoids like me fine. That makes me a great
present.
person. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Sasha's
you
got a
just don't have the
15.
experience. So basically, this party is just a whole bunch of socially awkward weirdos. Got it.
Except
And
one.
then
And
and then Cora, who sometimes chooses to be a socially awkward weirdo. She sometimes chooses to be a bit standoffish and say nothing about what she's actually thinking.
Yes, that has annoyed a few people. I think if I'm reading in between the lines,
That's been a character trait from the beginning.
it has.
She doesn't tell people what the hell she's thinking.
Actually, I think Sasha seems to be a pretty well adapted person. He's got lots of friends.
One of all of us.
He's got lots
No.
of friends.
Yeah, he's got lots of friends and a high charisma.
I
What's your
guess maybe
charisma?
that part.
16.
Yeah.
Same as for a
Yeah.
paladin.
Right.
Gotta have good charisma. That's so funny that you have a 16. You're a paladin with a 16. And because paladin and rangers are both like half casters. And
Yeah.
Fallon does not have a high wisdom score.
You wanted that strength.
Yeah. Well, all I use my spells for is Hunter's Mark and Aid, and neither of those require my wisdom.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna put it in strength. I use that more.
Although you do have the ability to cast spike growth, which you should maybe consider, because that one you could cast and then I could drag people across it. Because I have one spell that I can drag people back
Except-
and forth.
That would make Fallon have to do forethought and planning.
Yeah, I wanted to discuss it with
just
Fallon,
hit-
but
Fallon is more known for I hit good.
yeah.
Dear God.
Good.
And you're probably trying to maintain your
wanna see
your hunter's mark, right? As a
Yeah,
concentration
I was about
spell.
to say, is that a concentration spell?
Yeah, it's concentration. So,
Then fuck no, because yeah, she uses Hunter's Mark all the time.
but there's a spell combo called the cheese grater, which is you cast the I can't remember what it's called. The one spell that pulls people towards it.
Mhm.
Or no, it's
Thorn Whip. Thorn
not
Whip
Thorn
and
Whip.
Eldritch Blast.
It's not Thorn Whip. It's a grasping vine. It's a 4th level spell, but it can drag people like really far across the thing. You cast it at the back of the spike growth, and then you drag them back that way, and then you Thorn Whip them back across again.
Yeah, or use repelling blast if you got a warlock.
Yeah.
Cora's got repelling blast.
There you go.
Okay, so you could repel them, and then I could pull them back. So maybe
Yeah.
it's a Corin,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
Here's your cheese grater.
Cheese
Yeah,
grater.
That is I accidentally picked up vernacular from when I went to Vegas, and my best friend has been calling, like, when people like die in video games, eating themselves.
Eating them?
And so I've been just saying when, like, we're gonna eat them because I don't know.
I never heard that one before. I've heard yeet.
No,
but...
neither have I. And then I picked it up because I thought it was funny.
Yeet.
We're gonna eat them.
Yep.
I'll have to see if my son's heard of that one. Been yeeting anybody yet?
You want to eat some boys?
Hey son, you yeeting?
Yeah, you winning? You eating son?
You winning, son? You eating, son?
Son.
Sorry, I gotta go and eat at a late dinner.
I need to go the fuck to
Already
bed.
had an
I'm
ice
so
cream bar.
tired.
Oh my, gonna eat.
All right, eating
I don't
out.
even know if I'm saying it right. That's the worst part.
Yoink.
Yeah.
I've never laughed so hard at yeet before, and I think it's because I'm really tired.
Or Jesse's gonna eat.
That reminds you of
Zoe is your beat.
speaking
Bert.
of Minnesotan. Yeah, hey there.
Oh yeah, hey there.
Okay, I'm going because I'm gonna die.
Good night, all.
Salutations,
Good
yeah,
night.
great.
all.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. See you next week.
Yeah, you have a good night there.
I want to see memes though. Good night.
More memes.
Good night.
Post them in the chat.
I want a meme.
And we're out.
I've been traveling down this road for oh so long, not sure where it goes. I see faces in the dark with their hands up high, hands I cannot hold. Flashes of light,
Spending life like we're wasting rising with a twilight mist through the cemetery ground. From dirt drenched in evil, appear without a sound. A dark sky lies ahead us on black wings of the night. Forever to walk in darkness, never to see the light. The thunder in the distance is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire returns. We come to seek you out as the city goes to sleep. The hunger that burns so fiercely is calmed by the lives we reap. To the sound of the midnight chime, you'll see us return. Nothing's gonna stop us when the bloodlust starts to burn. The ice-cold wind that grips your heart is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire returns. Of the bat's wings is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire